Now, should you rent a home or buy one in the current market? Of course, it depends which market you're talking about. Well, we've got a treat today. Samantha DeBianchi is with us live and in person, sitting next to me here in New York. She does business, the real estate business, in South Florida, but she's in New York today. And I want to ask you about renting or buying, specifically in South Florida. You cover the markets of Miami up to about Fort Lauderdale, that sort of area?
Miami and Fort Lauderdale, correct.
Okay. In your marketplace, if I'm out there, I'm a family, you know, man, wife, 2 kids, etc., etc., I'm down there, should I buy or rent?
You should buy, and all of the signs point to buy. However, right now in South Florida, we have this lack of inventory. I have a ton of buyers ready to go. All price ranges, $1 million price range.
Wait a minute. You're in South Florida and you don't have enough homes to satisfy the demand of buyers?
No.
That's a complete reversal from the story we've been used to.
Correct. But as we said before, there's a ton of people who aren't listing right now. A ton of people are still underwater. So they're just sitting tight until things change. Prices are increasing. So that's a positive.
Would that change fast? If you're underwater, it wouldn't take much of a price increase to get you above water back again, would it? Or would it?
Well, let's just say I just recently sold a home, a townhome, $950,000. The original buyer, the seller, the original buyer bought it for 1.7.
So they've gone from 1.7 to 950.
950. My clients were happy.
They've lost their shirts, basically.
It wasn't distressed.
Okay.
They just walked away.
So in that market, in the South Florida market, your recommendation would be buy if you can.
If you can.
Because you get your money back when you account for all the costs of buying and owning.
1.6 years.
That's it. Well, that's a very short period of time. Okay, now switch markets. What about if you're in, say, California, near Silicon Valley? I'm thinking San Jose, for example. Would you make the same equation there? Would you buy or rent?
There, it's taking about 8 years to break even. So it might make more sense to rent at that point unless you're ready to tie yourself up for 8 years. It's kind of like a marriage, for better or for worse. 8 years is a long-term commitment.
Kind of like a marriage. It's a very interesting analogy, I must say.
For better or for worse.
It's a real switch of subject, isn't it? Okay.
Renting is dating. 12 months. Move on.
So unless you've got a commitment in San Jose to buy a home and stay in it for 8 years, that's it. 8 years. You need that commitment level. How's business in South Florida? You must be absolutely booming.
Business is booming, except for the fact that with the lack of inventory, people have to resort back to renting.
Is that at any price range? I mean,
all price ranges. I have clients in the $1 million price range. And it hurts them, it hurts me.
You mean to tell me I can't find a condo in South Florida for $150,000, $200,000? They're just not there, not available?
You can, but you need to pull the trigger fast. Again, if you find your true love, you pull the trigger, because there's plenty of other people who are ready to go, and they're paying cash.
Samantha DeBianchi, welcome to New York. What a pleasure it was discussing marriage and renting and buying and commitment. Very interesting stuff. Samantha, thanks.